Hey guys, I thought I'd share this real quick. Many of our CRMX customers request, hey, and since we're big on follow up, right? The big request is, hey, is there any way I can just quickly go to a contact record and just from a drop down menu, just select remind me to follow up in X amount of days, just some default dates, or not even dates, days, and it's number of days. So I said, sure, let's build that. So I just wanted to show you how this is built, and it's really useful. I'm just showing you in real time here. I've only built one branch, and I'm about to build this all the way out to 60 days. So you'll have, I'll show you how this works. So let's see. Let's get the little good old marker out. So the first thing to understand is is the trigger is this right here. It's inside of CRMX. You can create in your automated workflows. You can create these things, or you can have our team help you do this. And essentially, I just created a field in a contact field, which means I can go to the contact record, and under their contact record, which I'll show you in a moment, I can anytime this changes, follow up reminder has changed at all, just has changed and is saved. That's what triggers these things. Okay, so now you know how it happens. And so when somebody goes into a contact record, they changed it. And what did they change it to? That's what this says. This is a decision or condition. It says, and I just put the question in what reminder time was chosen, and then I built it. So you have several branches. One day, if they chose one day field, then I'll just call this branch number one. I can name this whatever I want, but I'm just matching the name of the field that was chosen. So here's all my field choices, and it's 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, 10 days, 15, 30, and 60 days, right? Well, that's what these are. This branch is branching these out for me. Okay, great. So I set that up. Now, what does this all mean? Well, now that all this logic is built in, now as soon as somebody triggers up here and says 1 day, it'll see that. It looks for, well, which day was chosen. It sees 1 day. Okay, great. I'll go down this branch. It follows here. This machine does, that is. It says 1 day, and I have a note, a timer, and a task. This is really simple. And you could add more if you want, but I like this as a quick note. It's an automated note, quick note to follow up in 1 day. An automated follow-up task has been scheduled for, and whoever the assigned user is. So if the user that's assigned to that contact record. Okay, great. So there's a note. So we have some kind of history like, oh, there was a task assigned. Did it get done? Who was it assigned to? In this case, it's wait 1 day because it was just a 1 day follow-up reminder. And then it's great, creates a task. Now, if you didn't know, CRMX has task management inside. Very basic but powerful. You can put it on your dashboard and see all your tasks in one place and just get through all your follow-ups, for example. And the follow-up task is called follow up with whatever their name is, Peter Parker, let's say, today. You asked to be reminded to follow up with Peter Parker today, phone number, email. Now, of course, they can just click on the contact record and get all their details, but this is just for convenience right here. This, by the way, is a task inside of CRMX, just to repeat that. So if I wanted to send a text message to the sales rep assigned or whoever's assigned, then you could do that as well. But in this case, I just wanted it to be a task living inside of CRMX. So as a manager or whomever of the team, I can see that these tasks are getting done and not just a text going out into empty space wondering if it's getting done. Make sense? Okay. And then there's a tip: check the latest notes, conversations, orders, and appointment history before following up so you're fully up to date. Okay, that's just a quick tip. So that's it. The task is scheduled. So that's just one. Now, how do I get it to do the same thing across all of these? It's pretty simple. First, there's a function to copy all actions from here, which means it'll copy this one and this one and this one, anything following these actions. So I'm going to do that one. And then it gives me these little places to paste it. And so I'm going to, or copy here. Great. And then I just change it. So follow up in, look, this one's the 3 days, right? So I'm going to change the note to 3 days. I'm going to change this to 3 days. You follow how easy this is? And this to follow up today. You asked to be reminded to follow up today. Assign to user now. Due now is, remember the due date. It waits. I need to change this just to read 3 days so it doesn't get confusing for whoever it is. The timer is set to 3 days. So it waits for the 3 days and then it schedules the task. So that's how come I can say due today, because this task won't even be generated until 3 day wait time. Does that make sense? So now I just have to repeat this. Let's do it one more time just to be clear. Look how easy this is. Copy actions from here. Note, this is my 7-day one, right? So now I'm going to go here, wait 7 days. I should have said plural on the last one, my bad. 3 days, that is. Let's change this to 7 days so it reads. This is the actual timer. Follow-up task, I can keep the same. And we're good. I'm going to go back and change this to read follow-up in 3 days because I'm specific that way. And I would just continue to do this until I'm done with 60 days. Now watch what will happen. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to a contact. I'm just in a sandbox fake account here. Here's Bob Jones. I'm going to go to the sales info tab. I'm going to come into follow-up reminder, and I can do this off my phone. So this is just, again, made to be really quick. Follow up in 1 day, boom. And as soon as I hit save, it's going to, that's all I had to do. And it's going to remind me to follow up in 1 day. A note will be applied. I haven't published this, but a note would be applied and a task would show up tomorrow for me to get it done and follow up with Bob Jones. That's it. That's how simple you can make like quick follow-ups. Why would you want this compared to an automated follow-up? Here's the answer. Not everyone do you want automated follow-ups. So there's very custom situations, and Bob told me, hey, right now, that was a good conversation. Will you just follow up with me tomorrow? I can make notes on that and then just quickly say follow-up reminder 1 day and then be done with it and just move on. And then what would happen if I was smart, I would come to my dashboard and I would come to my task right here. This is all custom, so this is my custom dashboard. Like I can put widgets in here and drag them wherever I want and name them whatever I want. In this case, I want task, and I just look at my task due today. So pending, all pending, which would mean today or later, or like past due. And then you can sort them and only assign to me. And then what I can do is just hit all my follow-up tasks for the day. Might be 3, might be 10 sometimes, and I don't ever forget. But now, again, I can set it all the way out. In this case, my example was 60 days. So I can just quickly choose when to follow up, be done, and forget about it because the system is going to remind me to do so. All right, hopefully that was helpful, guys. Later.